And I think we are live. Would help if I had my microphone out. And this is why I don't live stream. There we go. Update 1.06 hotfix for PS4. Although I did only crash a handful of times yesterday after a couple of hours of gameplay, the purpose of this is to simply see how the game runs. Just doing a little bit of showcasing of the game for some people that may not own this game, that may want to own it, if they want to see how it runs. Oh wow, we actually have something in the box. That's surprising. So yeah, so this is going to be a short stream, and I am talking even though there's nobody in here, because I want it so that when it gets recorded, people understand the point of this live stream other than just doing it for the fun of it. The intent and purpose is to see if everything is working smoothly, accordingly. A couple of days have gone by in-game, which is why I am able to re-loot this ammo. And we definitely cannot loot all of it. I am going to have to drop some stuff so that I can still use my handgun. No, that's because that's Full Metal Jacket. Soft point, soft point. It seems like soft point is the more common one. So call me crazy. I am going to have to drop this. Maybe I'll pick up 3. Just so that I have that with me. I am going to go to my usual spot to see if anything did respawn, or if it is in fact true that it's a one-time thing, because now that those bullets respawned, right, because a couple of days in game went by, we're going to go and check out the medkits that used to be in the crate. And we're going to see if it is in fact a one-time loot for any item that is not inside a loot box. So like here, those 4 medkit packs, or whatever you want to call them, first aid that used to be here, the 4 standard, they're gone. It's a one-time loot. So they are in fact gone. But the loot here has respawned. It's replenished. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of play around. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, there might be a little bit of gunplay. I do need to stock up on more medkits. A little bit more, well, maybe not so much ammunition. I guess we could joke around and say, oh wait, did it really stack it all in one? I don't remember that being a stack of 200. Really? Whatever. That's the hollow point. That's the Full Metal Jacket. Okay. See if I can get a few more adrenaline shots. I don't have a lot of assault rifle ammo left. But I wanted to check out a low... Yeah, see? You see that little spider bot with the TNT on it? That's new. Remember they said in the update, right? That there would be little spider robots that would be inside some of the buildings. And as we can see here, that is a new addition. This one had the little armor kit and the gasoline pack on it. And when I blew it up, it killed the other one. So that's another noticeable change in the update that's just recently come out. Nobody is in here, I don't think. Is there one person in here? Because it says concurrent viewer, but I never know. I never know if that one concurrent viewer is myself. Is it counting the streamer as one of the viewers? That's what I don't know, in all honesty. Whoa. Yeah, these little bastards are kind of everywhere. Or they're more frequent now. Just gonna go over here. Nothing in here. No, okay. Let us go somewhere else, maybe a little bit more advanced, but not really. And we'll just kind of see what's going on. Give me a quick moment here. As I am fast traveling, someone is inviting me to a group, but I want to tell them that I can't do that because I'm live streaming right now. So if you don't mind, just really quick. I'm live streaming right now. Live streaming? No, voice to text didn't work. Okay. Let's just look for a little bit of loot. Another thing that is still, I guess you could call it an issue, is this. I just wish it would automatically stack to wherever I chose to put my stack, right? Rather than me having to manually do it. So that is a little bit of a huge annoyance. I don't remember what was in here. I think this is just the way out, honestly. Who wants some? I looted you a long time ago. But somehow you're dead and you managed to go on a scavenger hunt and you got more loot. And you were kind enough to hold on to it. Look at that beautiful, beautiful day. It's kind of weird that I have to reopen all the doors and stuff like that. So we're just going to go ahead and loot a little bit of the houses. Like I said, I am just looking for a little bit of med kit packs, a little bit of ammo. Just kind of overall, just how is the game running? How's it looking? And I'm not going to lie. Oh, see again? We got someone in here. Oh! Too quick for you. I do have to admit it does get distracting the odd time I get a lot of messages on my PSN, which is why I've thought of completely disabling it so that people can only message me through Twitter. It just makes it a lot easier, less distracting. They did say that beginner areas won't have that much loot. Well, that might be true. But I did want to quickly scout a couple of homes so that we can see just how quote-unquote bad it is. And it all seems to be just those little spider robots in the homes here. They've definitely populated them a lot more. Whoa. But you know what? I don't want to waste my ammo on that because they don't give loot anyways. So I'm just going to end up wasting all my ammo. For what? Absolutely nothing. Okay, seriously? There we go. I will have to go in a couple of minutes. I mean, I don't even think there's anybody in here, to be honest. But that's perfectly fine because this upload or this live stream will automatically be uploaded into a normal video anyways. So I'm not worried about it. No, I don't need those emergency flares. I wanted more adrenaline shots, but those seem to be like a much harder thing to come by. No, I guess I gotta go on the other side. Stock up on those, even though they're the cruddy ones. Where else could I go? This is still the first beginner area. I only have a few minutes though before I want to... how long have I been live? 10 minutes. Yeah, not all my videos need to be so long. Hagaboda. Sure, why not? Just randomly pick a spot, right? The person that's watching, if you are watching, if there is one concurrent viewer in here, are you able to type hello in the chat if you don't mind, just so I can determine whether or not that one person watching is in fact me or another person? Because it always seems like when I live stream that one is always there. And I don't know if it's counting me or not, so I'm just kind of curious, that's all. I understand that not everybody's very chatty, that's okay. Again, more toolboxes that are empty. We'll definitely take that. I just don't like that yellow ammo, even though it's a lot more common now. Excuse me. Nope. I mean, I know it is still fairly early for a live stream. Ah, I was just in here. Well, like I said, things are looking good. There's not a lot of grass popping through the ground. I'm also kind of looking at specific areas that used to have big glitches, like big rocks and trees popping through the closet. And there doesn't seem to be any of that now. Or as much of it as before. Come on. And because it's daytime, what a beautiful time for me to be recording. Right? Like, I mean, for real. It doesn't get much better than this. I sound like a broken record, but you know, I really gotta say it. I want to make sure that my voice is still being recorded. Yes, it is. In Sweden, just like other parts of the world, at this time of the year, mid-November, my birthday, the days are simply shorter. It's just the way it is. So you'll get like 16, 20 hours of darkness and only a few hours of light. So this is a real depiction of Sweden at this time of year. But I won't lie and say that that doesn't frustrate me. Oh, I'm glad you're so excited to see me. Really glad you were able to stop by. Ouch. I don't want to use up too many of these, but you know, I really don't have much of a choice. If I want to play the game, I'm gonna have to heal up. It's just the game is so much harder now. Like, it's way harder. Why? Because you just can't infinitely the hell? You can't just infinitely farm medkits and ammo. That's why I'm saying it's like a lot harder. And when you're near a waypoint, a safe travel point, you're quite frankly better off just letting yourself die there, because, or restarting the game, because you'll start off with max health. So it is 9 o'clock. Oh, we do have somebody else in the stream, but I do have to go in maybe another 3 or 4 minutes. I gotta call my doctor really quick. But I wanted to do a quick performance test, because some people are still saying that on 1.06 they're crashing. And I'm not doubting them, but I wanted to further, if you will, investigate. So now that I've been playing for 15 minutes, and I did a 10-minute video earlier, I have almost a half hour of 1.06 gameplay in. And so far, since the very first day this game came out, this is the smoothest ever. This is like right now, whoops, the smoothest gameplay. But again, all these ones that look like a toolbox, it seems like they're all empty. Not these ones. Those are, I call them ammo crates. A guy on Twitter yesterday was like, oh, he called it an ammo crate, because he's like some military guy, and I guess that's not the proper terminology. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It's a crate box, it's a loot crate, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and it's got ammo in it. You know what I mean? So I didn't care about the whatever the proper technical term is supposed to be for it. Ammo box, whatever. See, again, another empty one. And I have a sneaky suspicion that that's not intended. I really do feel like that's a glitch. But I really do want to stock up on as much ammo as I can. That's the hollow point. That's the full metal jacket. Let's attach it. I don't remember. Full metal jacket. Hollow point. Yeah, to be honest with you, call me crazy. There we go. I'm gonna drop it. Why? Just because. Simple as that, really. There we go. Yeah, so that's empty. Hello, Ian. Oh, I feel bad because now people are starting to come in, but I have to go and now. But Sean Lee, and it's cool. But I'm going to be honest with you. I am going to be honest with the 4 people that are in here right now. That is the example. That is the reason, not to be rude, why I don't usually add people to PSN. It's not because I'm a snob, because I'm engaging with everybody that's talking to me, and I absolutely love it. And I don't shy away from telling people what my Twitter is, so they can message me. But on PSN, getting those constant pop-ups of people inviting me to random games, they don't always know that I'm live streaming. It's not their fault. But there are and have been times where I'm like, sorry, but I'm busy at the moment. I'm live streaming. And they're all like, oh, come on, bro. Let's hang out and let's tear some shit up. And I'm like, dude, I just told you I'm in the middle of like recording or whatever. And some people just don't get it, and they keep spamming, trying to invite me to the game. And it just gets really irritating when they don't understand. Obviously, if they don't know, right? Like Sean Lee invited me, but he had no idea. It's not like I'm expecting people to be fully aware of what I'm doing. Oh no, it's cool. See, I'm gonna totally have to message them. I don't even think I've once looted something from something that looks like a toolbox. I don't think I've ever gotten any loot post 1.05 update. So the stream, sadly, will come to an end pretty much in just another minute or so. There is actually something else I want to do really quick. But we'll see if I'll actually do it. I can't remember where it is, to be honest with you. Because it's been a while since I've played the game and I don't have everything off the top of my head. I don't remember. I think it was here. Where there's like next to no enemies. I'm going to go to that military base. And what I'm going to do is I want to double check that all weapons and whatnot that are outside of a crate are in fact a one-time loot, including special weapons. So I'm going to go where I know for a fact there's a special weapon. And does that mean if you have it looted on you by someone that once per player, well, it says once per player, that apparently you'll never get it again. I just hope I don't die because I have 7 health. But where I'm going, there's no enemies. And it's daytime, and like I said, to me, this was the perfect time to do a video, at least in my opinion. It showcases the game a little bit more. The rendering, the performance, how smooth, you know, the performance is for the frames. I'm like, this is what it should have been day one. So when they released the game, the update this morning, May the 31st, this game should have been slated for June the 1st. And it would have been a smooth launch right across the board. Because it was absolute dog shit how it was before. I still laugh at this. Why would you open the gate when you can just crouch underneath? That's obviously like an oversight on the development team when they were doing the you know, the building of the world with the fence. Like, no one would have built a fence like that. Anyways, I thought that was funny. And as you can see, I've been playing for 20 minutes. 20 minutes like real time, and it's starting to get dark already. And in Sweden at this time of the year, or in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, where I've lived before, there's times actually on December the 21st where you actually get no sunlight at all. Like, you literally get none. You'll see the sun, you'll see the sun rise, and literally as you see the sun rise, it'll stop, and then, like, I'm not kidding, 30 seconds later, it goes back down. Super, super creepy. It's unbelievable. I'm glad there's only a few people. So hopefully everybody in here has been notified that I will be ending the stream pretty much once I'm done a perimeter of the big base here. This is a mission that you do later on in the game. I'll just go back to the map for people that are curious. So I spawned here, or fast travel to that location, the very top left province of the game. Right, and we're going to zoom in, just in case you're curious, because this is a good spot to farm, or it used to be. And there is a mission tied to this area. You're going to have to kill a bunch of people, but once you do, I've never seen another enemy, ever. And there's a lot of things that you can loot around here. But because loot is now time-based, right, once you loot it, it's not like you can escape the game, exit the game, and keep coming back and refarming. It forces you to travel through the entire game and force you to have actual days go by in the game before you can loot again. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I don't understand that, but I am going to be honest with you and say that I don't like that. I like being able to exit the game, and when I come back in, it fully refreshes all the loot. Let's be honest, folks, this game is not easy, right? So it's just made it that much more difficult. Every bit of ammo that you get, every little health pack that you get is that much more crucial now to your gameplay. Anyway, Black Ops 4 is a bust because I can't find any matches for Battle Royale back there. Yeah, I'm like I said, I gotta call my doctor. As soon as I'm done the perimeter of this, I am canceling the stream, and I'll be gone for a whole whopping 5 minutes. Then I'll come back, but I'm not sure what game I'm going to stream. It's either going to be Fortnite or PUBG, one of those standard, typical Battle Royale games. Call of Duty is fun, and it's not that I wasn't feeling it. It's just, I just blew $110. I'm like flat broke now. I just bought DayZ and PUBG yesterday, and so I kind of feel like I want to play at least PUBG a little bit. I felt bad for my DayZ stream being absolutely atrocious because it was nighttime. Ooh, we're going to have to fix that. It was nighttime, and for an entire hour, people just saw me rambling with a black screen because it was that dark out. So then I went and bought PUBG, because at least you could see what I'm doing. So I kind of feel like I may want to play that, because I feel like I just bought it, and I want to justify my purchase a little bit more. Hollow Point, again. This is so dumb. So I dropped my ammo, right? This is a part of the game that's still dumb. So that I can loot this standard health kit, go back to inventory, grab the one standard health kit, auto-stack it in my items list. Now I can back out, go on the ground, and loot back my ammo. Voila. I'm sorry, but that's still stupid. That was definitely an oversight on their part. Here's where you can get, there it is. That's where you can get the gold Magnus, or the Magnum. I think it's a 44, 45 Magnum. I'm not really well versed in the weapon world. But apparently these are a one-time loot. But I've already looted that one before, and anyways, whatever. And I think there's another mission tied to these, but I've never found anything inside. Same thing with this, never found anything inside. They said respawns for loot. Yeah, exactly. And that seems about, oh wow, we're up to 7 people. Just like I'm getting the stream to come to an end, now people are coming in. For the first like 20 minutes I was just talking to myself, and I was like, oh, it's good, there's no one in here. I'll leave and no one will know the difference. But no, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, see, and Fortnite, you know, because it's free. I mean, I may stream it a little bit. I may kind of go back and forth. I don't know. It's like I said, I spent $110 yesterday, and I am a little bit disappointed. DayZ is just not very streamer-friendly because of the nights. They're just so dark. And PUBG, I really do enjoy, and even though I suck at the game, let's be honest, I completely suck. I played for 2 hours this morning. I died like 4 or 5 times. Not 45 times. 4 or 5 times, and I got no kills. None. I mean, let's be honest. That's brutal. So, but I really do like the game. And then Fortnite, I'm still a bit wonky on the controls. It's a free game. It's not like I paid for it. So I don't really feel like, you know, too overly keen on playing it, but I might. I'll just kind of have to know, right? Like I said, I really do got to call my doctor super quick. And then I'll be back. Did I already look in here? No, I didn't. Ugh, stupid thing. I still can't get over that. That whole thing where it just drives me nuts. Where it just doesn't auto-stack. Like, come on. I shouldn't have to drop my ammo. Come here. Pick this up. Move this so it stacks here. Now I can come back. I'm just not even going to bother with the ammo. I'm tired of having to do that. Try streaming later on at night. Well, yeah, and the problem with that, not to be a smartass, nights are basically off limits for me because I'm in bed. So pretty much around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, no, that's not correct. By about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I cannot live stream from 4 p.m. Eastern Time onwards. That's just unfortunately my schedule. That's life kicking in. And I just can't. I can still record videos, sometimes with a little bit of commentary, and sometimes it's got to be no commentary gameplay. So I can still play. I can still be active and be about doing stuff. But I definitely cannot live stream. Because what would end up happening is I'd be live streaming for 5 minutes here and there. Right? So that's the issue. If I got to take care of my kid, I can't be like, sorry, daddy's trying to live stream Fortnite and I've got 15 people watching me. You're just going to have to hold off and change your own diaper, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. So that's, to be blunt, why it's important, right? Real life has to come first. That's why when I tell people I have very limited time, I mean I have very limited time. I only have about 3 or 4 hours a day of absolute complete free time where I'm uninterrupted whatsoever. Yes, well, let me elaborate on that question. So, runners and those little dog robots, right? I haven't seen them glitch through the walls, if that's what you're saying. Their face can maybe still kind of poke through, but like full out jump in. I haven't seen that occur since the newer patches. What has happened, though, when you say, can the AI enter the houses now, there are spawns, a lot more spawns of spider bots. I call them spider bots, the little spiderlings there. They're way more frequent inside of houses. So houses are not always empty. And those little bastards can get you. I am playing without any patches until they fix this game. Well, I'm going to tell you this, to be blunt. You want the best patch ever, in my opinion, after I've dumped nearly 500 hours in this game? Patch 1.06 for PS4 or patch 1.05 for PC and Xbox One, bar none, is the best patch. This I mean, for people that have been watching me, this is it. I mean, it's smooth as butter. When there's an enemy, let's say the truck is the enemy. I know I sound like a broken record, but I want people that may not know me to know this. Let's say the truck is an enemy and it's dead. Okay. See how fast my cursor's moving? Here's what would happen when your crosshair would go over an enemy. It would like completely like Matrix time, and then it would go fast again. Fast, and then it would just like completely slow down. It was almost like a weird magnetism thing. Or you would walk in a straight line, and your cursor would do this. And you were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I didn't ask you to turn. It was a weird auto-aim magnetism thing. It didn't matter if the enemies were dead or alive. So if you had, like, pardon my language, but a clusterfuck of robots and they're just all over the place, all of them are dead but one, and you're trying to strafe and move around, you couldn't do it because you kept, like, going in, like, a slow-mo Matrix thing. And that completely made this game shit. I mean, let's not be a blind fanboy, and let's call this game what it is. But right now, May the 31st, 2019, this is the time to play this game now. I am confident enough to make that statement that if this game looks like it's fun to you, now's the time to bite the bullet. Literally. Is it perfect? No. But it is leaps and bounds ahead of where it was even just 3 weeks ago. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot get over just how much smoother the game is. I mean, you just watch me play. There's no there's no stuttering. My character's not having a seizure. It's just a really good time. You just have to be willing to realize that this game is very lonely in terms of NPC interactions. There are no NPCs. It's robots. They don't talk to you. Everybody's dead. It's kind of like Diablo in the sense of like loot, right? You just go around looting stuff. And for some people, this game is going to be the absolute most atrocious, boring thing you'll ever see. And then you'll have someone like me who's posted almost nearly 100 videos on YouTube on the game who thinks it's one of the best things next to sliced bread. So, do you know what I mean? Let me just follow up with what's going on in the chat, and then I will sadly have to end the stream. I'm 20 minutes late calling my doctor, by the way. But on the forum, everyone is saying the game is messed up past the opening island. Are you on a PS4 Pro? Yes, I am. My game was great on 1.04. Right. That's good to know. I bought the game in the beginning, but stopped playing after 8 hours to wait for updates. Yeah, it was a shitfest. I'm not going to deny that. In your currency, Sean Lee, you shouldn't tell people that. Because people will think they mean US dollars, right? Like for me, this game was $53 Canadian. That works out to be about roughly-ish $40 American. I'm just taking a rough guess. Because let's be honest, even though I'm Canadian, that means nothing, no offense, because 95% of my base that watch me are American. So I try to talk American dollars as much as I can, even though I'm not too familiar with the currency. Or if I speak dollars, I tell them that it's in Canadian funds. Yeah, this game, I'm telling you, because here's the thing. I'm trying to establish myself as an honest YouTuber. If I think something's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, it's great, and when it's crap, just so that I have people that want to keep watching my videos. No, it's, this game was an absolute pile of wank. I mean, look at this. What the fuck is this flying chair? That chair has been floating since day one. So there are a lot of silly little things like that that can occur. But in terms of the performance, the integrity of this game has been restored. My faith has been restored in this game because of that. But is there still weird things going on? Sure. But it's nowhere near as game-breaking as it used to be. I mean, you haven't seen me go like, like moving around. Like, it's just really smooth. Even when there's a fair amount of enemies, actually. If you want, I will go to one more place, because now I've got 13, 12 people in my chat room, and I sound like a broken record, but I really do have to go. I'm going to spawn somewhere, and I'm going to run around where I think there's a lot of robots, just to kind of show you how it's doing when there's shit going on the screen, right? Instead of just wasps and butterflies floating around. Yeah, $35 at Walmart, to me, that's a good price. Now, I can't take on these people, okay? But I just want to run. I'm probably going to die a lot, but I want you to see how it performs when there's people around. Well, maybe these guys I'll shoot. So we got some enemies. I'm moving around. I am going to die. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Abandon. Make sure you hit it twice. You're near a safe house. There's no need to waste an adrenaline shot. Let's run back into the action. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of gas going on. Where are those big nasty frame drops? They're not there. Everything's smooth. Where's the slowdown? On my aiming, there is none. This shit is fucking avocado butter smooth. It's fucking good. I will put my reputation on the line, however little it may be. And to tell... Now, I am on a PS4 Pro. Fine. So I'm getting that Pro boost, right? Are you going to start, like, on a base PS4? I mean, I don't know, because I don't have a PS4 to test it with. But on a Pro, I can guarantee you, this shit is working. I mean, you can see it for yourself. I don't know how reliable the stream is, because maybe the stream is lagging, but my game isn't. But here's a bunch of more robots. You know, you're done. Let's run on to the next one. I hope you kind of get the idea of what I'm getting at. See, look, ooh, wee, there's a bunch of shit going on. Wee. And look, it's moving. It's smooth, right? Like, there's no lag. If you see lag, it's because it's the stream. It's not the game. All those explosions, all those effects, nothing's holding me back. Except getting shot in the nuts. Anyways, I hope you guys get the idea. Like, I hope this shows you what I'm talking about. Oh! I'm gonna need to see a chiropractor after that backbend. Anyhow. Now, again, does that mean you're never gonna lag? No, that's not what I'm saying. But from what you just saw in that little skirmish, I think that went pretty decently. I mean, at least on my end, like I said, there was absolutely no lag for me. That doesn't mean it never will, right? I just want to make sure people are aware of that. Watch someone go, I'm lagging, you're a liar. You know, there are people that are weird like that. I killed 70 robots here in one battle by myself. Nice, yep, the stream is perfect, brother. The lag at the FOA facility is bad. Did you lag before at the airfield? Well, that's the thing. It's not so much that I used to lag before, it's the magnetism thing. Remember with that auto-aiming? And if there was a lot going on, I would get some stutters. But it never lagged really bad. But I would just get the odd little stutter, but nothing that actually really bothered me. It was the auto-aim on dead robots. Like I said, like when I'm moving around my cursor, it would always slow right down when it was going over a dead robot, and it made it harder for me to be like, come on, just like move already. So that's all gone now. Like, look, there's no slowdown here. It's, you know what I mean? Like left, right, no problem. I'm getting my ass kicked, but... And I'm dead, and that's okay. Because I don't really care. I could just spawn here for free. So all I'm saying is, it's night and day better than what it was before. Like, it's pretty much not even the same game. It really drove me nuts before. I really liked the game, but I had to force myself to play it. And now that I've got several hundred hours into the game... I mean, no offense, it's losing a little bit of its initial appeal, of course, right? Like, I mean, steak is one of my favorite meals in the world, but I don't know if I could eat it every day. Well, maybe, but you get what I'm saying? Like, so the initial, like, rush and excitement of the game, of course, has died down after several hundred hours of gameplay. But because it just works so well now... Yeah, they really... They screwed up a lot of stuff, I find, with the ammo spawns. All the toolboxes are empty. Before I close the stream, I am going to fast travel to a safe location. I always go back to the beginning. Don't ask me why. It's just a weird thing I do. But in closing, yeah, like the ammo thing really bothers me. When you exit a game and you start a fresh new session, I feel like everything should come back. It still doesn't really make the game any easy. The inventory is terrible. Ammo should... I mean, that's not a lot of room. I got a couple of weapons, fine. Sure, it looks like I'm clustered in hundreds and hundreds of ammo, but you can plow through that really quickly. It's not like I have a storage container. It's not like I can just drop off all my ammo. Well, I mean, I could, but then I get kicked out of the game and I'd lose everything forever, right? So there is no like long-term storage for this game. I feel like if even ammo stacked, even at 500, everything across the board, you would double your inventory space. I would be able to have a rocket launcher with me. I'd be able to have that really badass sniper rifle and have room for a couple stacks of ammo, even though it's pretty scarce to come across. Now I can't do that. These special items, I don't know if I'm going to want to use those later on. I don't want to have to play through the game for another 250 hours just to get another shotgun choke, because I figured out 60 hours in that I finally do want to use it. So there are still some quality of life improvements that this game does need. There is no two ways about it. I am not going to deny that. They really killed the adrenaline shots. I had 3 2 days ago, and after about 4 hours of game time, about 4 hours of gameplay, I've only managed to find 3 adrenaline shots. That's like less than 1 an hour. I'm sorry, but that's a little too hardcore for me, just like a little wee bit. You too, have a good day. But yeah, I do have to end the stream. Sadly, it's already been 45 minutes. I was planning on this being 20 minutes. So thanks for stopping by. This stream will automatically convert to a video that'll be uploaded. My Twitter's Filminator. I'll punch it in. I don't know if the link works. Whoops. www.twitter.com Twitter.com/. Basically the same name as my YouTube channel. So if people want to chat, send me a quick message here and there. It's just easier to get a hold of me that way, right? Like I said, I don't want to come across as a snob that's like, no, don't add me to PSN. But I am really clamping down on it to the point where I may have to turn it off. But people can still comment on a video, message me. I'm very interactive on YouTube and Twitter. I just find it's too much if I do YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, PSN, Xbox Live. You know what I mean? Like my brain's going to explode because there's just too many ways that people can message me and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I'm going to end it here. Going to call my doctor finally. And then I will be back momentarily in roughly about 5 or 10 minutes. Don't keep me to that in case I'm later. And I will either stream a little bit of either Fortnite, a bit of PUBG. I want to justify PUBG because, like I said, I just bought it yesterday. I paid $40 on it after spending $67 on DayZ. And not being too overly content with the purchase, I find nights are way too dark. Whereas in this game, look at Generation Zero. It's the middle of the night. And even if I step away from a light source, I can still see and I don't even have my flashlight on. Right? I wish DayZ would have been like this at night, but DayZ is a complete pitch black screen. You don't see anything. And after a couple of hours of playing, it was still pitch black. No one could see anything. So that really discouraged me from having bought that game because I wanted to have it for the purpose of live streaming. And I found PUBG to just be a much better fit for that because you can always see what's going on because it's always daytime. So anyways, that's the rant. I'm ending it here. Thank you for stopping by. And I shall be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Bye now.